Morning, a foggy Birmingham. Just waiting for the fog to lift. As it gets a little bit lighter here at Birmingham Airport, the fog will lift shortly, I'm hoping. Wasn't this foggy about an hour ago when I left? Should catch some really good takeoffs today, guys, and seaplanes just taxiing down in front. Hopefully. Fair few jets expected out. On the other side today, so hopefully we get some great ones taken off as it gets a bit brighter and this fog lifts in the next few. Got an Aer Lingus A320 landing in about 3 minutes. But let's hope we can see it taxi in this weather. Looking at the forecast, it's not saying foggy, so I'm hoping as it gets brighter, at a really early morning, so as it gets brighter, it's going to get a little bit warmer and the fog will lift. Let's hope. It is freezing this morning. Can't even see the tower yet today. The tower's usually right directly in front of us and the cargo. But just at the minute, it's, yeah, rather foggy at the moment. So I've come all this way, so I thought I'm not going to come all this way and then not go live. Hopefully the fog will dissipate soon. But I thought, yeah, I'm not coming all this way and then just to not go live. So I thought, yeah, hopefully in the next sort of 10, 15 it will dissipate. It's not saying it's going to be foggy on the weather app, so I'm not sure why it's so foggy, but it is early morning here. Cheers for tuning in, guys, wherever you're watching from. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from while we wait for this fog to clear. And we wait for our first few aircraft. They are taking off because I've heard a couple take off. I've seen a couple take off about an hour ago. So they are taking off. But I've never seen this foggy at Birmingham Airport. Never. Morning, guys. Birmingham Airport live. It's very foggy this morning. We're just waiting for the fog to clear here at Birmingham Airport. It is due to clear, hopefully within the next 20 minutes. Get some good takeoffs this morning. So cheers for tuning in. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching the fog from with me. It is getting brighter here as the sun comes up. I've come out really early today. Come out really early this morning. It wasn't foggy when I left the house, but I've got here. This way's a half an hour. It's just dropped over, so hoping it clears slightly. But I didn't want to come all this way and then not go live. So cheers for tuning in. Hopefully it clears up soon and we see some action. There's an A320 landing, which hopefully comes close to us so we can see it taxi. Did come from the takeoffs today, but yeah, the fog's decided for the time being that ain't happening. So, but it will clear as soon as the sun comes up. The phone's making it look a lot lighter than it actually is when it's actually still very dark here. It's Birmingham, UK. Yes, mate. Birmingham, England. There's a tiny light in the corner that's moving. That is the A320. That's how foggy it is. How these pilots are practically landing blind is crazy. I get skill and they've got maps and, sensors and whatnot, but still wild. Yes, mate, I know, so I'm hoping for it to clear up soon. So, as I say, I've come this far to go live, and I thought, normally, some days it's just the weather, it's foggy, but it should be clearing up soon. The camera lens makes it look a lot brighter than it is, but it's getting lighter in the next sort of 15 to 20 minutes. So, I'm hoping as the sun comes up, the fog lifts. Hopefully. Yes, it's an airport, mate. Normally, when the fog's not here, there's a perfect view of the runway. Oh, in Iran. Fair play. I think you're the first guy on from Iran. Fair play, mate. Welcome to foggy. Welcome to seeing the foggy UK, where we might see a plane eventually. Normally, it's quite clear, but today the weather's just decided, no, we're not gonna. Just for the time being, we're not gonna let you see anything. But as I say, as it gets brighter, it will become more clearer, and as it warms up a little, the fog will dissipate. So. I'm not sure whether to pause the live and then come back on a little bit later, because we can't see anything right now. But this is the busiest time as well. I don't know if the aircraft delayed because of the fog or what. We've got an A321 due to take off. But I doubt we're going to see it, to be honest, which is a bit crap. If we can't see this aircraft clearly, I might pause the live and then come back on a little bit later if it's cleared up. We shall see. Oh, fair play, mate. Nice one. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer in Iran than it is here in the UK at the moment. Welcome guys, Birmingham Airport Live. It is a bit foggy at the moment, so just started the live not long ago, so hopefully it clears. If not, I'll be coming back on a little bit later. Right, it's usually a lot clearer. This is usually a perfect shot of the runway as well, so bit of a pain today that it's not. There's an A321 due to take off in a second to Tenerife. But let's see if we can see it. I'm going to say I doubt it, but it is still dark here. The phone is making it, the device is making it look a lot lighter than it actually is. I'm hoping as the sun comes up and it warms a little, we'll get, the fog will start to clear slightly. That usually, where those lights are, that usually is a clear shot of the runway. Not today. But I say, I hope, I've come all this way for, I'm not going to not go live. Can I hear the A321 in the distance just coming on to the end of the runway? There is a 777 due later on as well. That's what I wanted to see clearly. I've come down to see this 777. One Air 777 land. The A321 is powering up. You will probably hear it, guys, but if you'll see it, I highly doubt it. Nope. Oh, there it is, but we can't see it. That's how foggy it is today. That's usually a clear shot. Shocking. Yeah, guys, I might come back on live a little bit later because we can't see anything today. Hoping as it gets brighter this morning, it will the fog will clear, but it's not too bright as we speak. Lucas Fairborn, how are we doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, so normally this is a perfect shot of the runway for aircraft taking off and landing and whatnot. But yeah, by the time I got here this morning, the fog had just literally came over everywhere. So, yeah. I might give it another 10 minutes and see if it starts to clear, and if not, I might take a little break and then come back on when it's cleared a little bit. A380 is due later. There's a 777 cargo freighter as well due later. That's why I've come down. It's one air cargo. Sadly, at the minute, we can't see nothing. Fluffy Toaster, how we doing, mate? You alright? So it's getting brighter here at Birmingham Airport, but I'm hoping for that the fog is going to disappear. If it doesn't, then I might have to come back on live a little bit later. Good, mate, good. Come for an early morning, sort of getting all the traffic, and then it's just, yeah. Foggiest I've ever had it. I've been here all sorts of weathers, but never have I had it this foggy where you can't see a thing. Foggy Birmingham Airport live. Just waiting to see if this fog dissipates a bit, guys. If not, as I say, I might give it a little break and then come back on a little bit later. Because nothing's really happening at all here. Cheers for tuning in now. Feel free to drop a subscribe so you know when I'm coming live later. If you look back at some of the previous lives, you can see what kind of great views we have normally from this spot, which is a bit disappointing. Oh, no, the proverbial mustache man. No, we don't speak about the mustache man, Fluffy. He's been quiet for quite some time. Yeah, work's been crazy lately, so I've not been coming on live so much just because the schedule's been mad. And now I think, yeah, this week I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to start going live a lot more and get back to seeing everybody, speak to everybody. And it's like, yeah, it's foggy as anything. An Air Baltic A220 coming into land, but again, I doubt we'll see it because of the fog. But we can, you know, maybe it's going to take a long sort of taxi and come down and say hello to us. I don't, mate. No, I don't, man. I'm playing Spider-Man 2 at the moment on PS5. Yeah, Baltic is on the ground apparently. Yes, guys, might call it a day in 10 minutes. Have a little break this morning and come back on a little bit later when it's cleared up, hopefully. Because at the minute we can't see nothing, which is a bit crap. You're a PC gamer, aren't you, mate? Yeah. To be fair, I need to get on Flight Simulator as well, to be honest. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Birmingham Airport Live. Hopefully it's going to get a bit... So I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, guys, and see if it clears up. Been here about half an hour. Normally this is a perfect view of the runway here at Birmingham Airport, but as you can see, it's not playing ball. So might have to have a little break. And then come back on a little bit later when it's cleared up a bit, hopefully. It's getting brighter, but we're still getting the fog. Just need some sort of view of that runway. Let's hope it dissipates in the next half an hour. As I say, I doubt it's gonna, but I'm hoping it does, so I can give you guys a good live. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, guys, and stay tuned for the next live, because normally if you look back on my channel, you'll be able to see from my shorts and my previous lives that this is a great view normally of the runway, a perfect view, but it's just that foggy this morning. It wasn't as foggy when I left out, but it's just that foggy this morning. It's just, yeah, we can't see a thing. So I might wait a few more minutes and I might have a little break for say half an hour and see if it sort of clears up. Yeah, feel free to drop a subscribe so you can see when the next live's going to be. I've come down for this 777 cargo and hopefully to see that, but I doubt I'm going to see it. I've had an ATR 72600 just land. But again, you can't see it. I can hear it, but we can't see it. Imagine. I don't know how they're seeing this weather, to be honest. Yeah, there's a fair few aircraft due out as well, but I think that maybe things have slowed because of obviously this fog. Literally, mate, I can't even see the tower today. You know, normally I can see the tower from there, but it's literally all the way around. I've never seen anything like it here. Even, like, my tripod's, like, wet. Hello from Hawaii. Hello to a very foggy Birmingham airport. Normally it's not this foggy, but cheers for tuning in, man. CDXX Savage, how we doing? I want to go to Hawaii. I bet Hawaii doesn't look like this right now. Right, guys, going to call it a day in a couple of minutes just because, yeah, it's not getting any better, is it, guys? And we can't see anything. So, still appreciate you all for jumping on no matter what, already, though. And I might come back on a little bit later when it's cleared and it's a bit, and there's something to actually see. So, it's a bit disappointing, really, because I was hoping it was going to be Birmingham, England, in the UK. Cheers, man. Appreciate it, bro. Normally you get a great view of the runway here, man. But it's very foggy today. Fluffy, see you later, man. Have a good one. Yeah, savage, man. Normally it's a great view, but today the fog's just decided it doesn't want to. It just wants to be everywhere, so. Yeah, man, it's the weather. It's the weather. Right, guys, cheers for tuning in. But I'm going to jump off the live now, so feel free to subscribe, and you'll see when I'm going to be back on live next. Hopefully a little bit later when the fog's sort of lifted. But as I say, it's just, I thought it would have lifted as it got a bit brighter here, but it's just not. And we can't see a thing, so yeah. Cheers for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully in about half an hour. So look out in about half an hour's time. See you later, man. Savage, cheers, man. See you later.